This is my house, where I live with these light switches.
This is my house, where I live with these roof tiles.
Now this is one of the bathrooms in the house. And there's 3 separate switches here for 3 separate things. This one here on the right turns on these lights, which are above the vanity. This light, or this switch here in the middle, turns on the crappy fan. It very much needs cleaning. And this switch here on the left turns on the fan light. There you go, pretty simple. However, this is the other bathroom. It's an asshole.
And this is my neighbor Randolph. He's an asshole. And he has these roofing tiles.
So this switch here on the right turns on the fan. This switch here in the middle turns on the fan light. And this switch here on the left turns on the light above the vanity. Why on earth do electricians or whoever's in charge of setting these things up make it so each bathroom is different? It's like a guessing game. Imagine that you go over to somebody else's house and you excuse yourself to use the bathroom. Well, you walk into the bathroom and there's 3 switches. And you don't know which one turns on which, so you turn this one on. Well, you got a light, but you also got the fan. And I don't know how I did that. But then you walk into somebody else's house and you turn the light on. Okay, well that's a really dim light, so let's see what this other switch does. It's bullcrap, and I don't understand why they do it. There should be like a standardized switch layout where this is the vanity light, this is the fan, and this is the fan light, if so equipped. Or the shower light, or whatever you've got. Maybe that makes too much sense though. I mean, maybe people like mystery. Maybe they like walking into a bathroom and just turning on all the switches to see what works. You know what people should do? These are P-touch labels. So this tells me that this switch is on panel A, circuit 13, and it controls the fan and the light. Now there's a sign here that I made a couple years ago that says, do not turn the switch off. And that's because this remote control right here actually controls all the functions of the fan and light. And yes, this is just one of those cheap Amazon pieces of dirt that you can get. I do acknowledge that, and I'm probably going to the gulag for that one, but you know what? It works, and in the summer, I don't care about the fan in here. I'm barely in this room except to sleep, and even then I have a huge fan that lives right down by my bed, so I really don't care. And then the light, I never use the light, okay? I have incandescents, I have a banker's lamp, like, I've got all sorts of fun, wonderful, good stuff. I really don't need a ceiling light, but I still have one. Which reminds me, I should probably change my calendar. It's not November anymore.